Alrighty, alrighty. I think everything is working. Good to go, hopefully. Alrighty, so... back on the old free-to-play. What do I need to do for this? Awaken equipment to tier 5A. Still don't know if I have the stuff for that. Guess we need to start with our dailies like normal, though. Alright. What do we got? Pretty typical stuff, I think. Oh, we still need to... yeah, we're going to try to do Ragnarok today, hopefully, to get the world tree unlocked. What's going on, Eklu? What up, what up? Oh, we get... didn't even realize we got 30 gems from the story mission, or the movie. Kind of cool. What's going on, Straight Beast? What's up, dude? Doing pretty good, Eklu. Just chilling, just chilling. Pretty good, pretty good. Everything is normal. Normal day. Okay, let's do... if I have the... ooh, we have a decent amount of keys, actually. Not really sure how we got all those. Probably from story missions, if I had to guess. But I need to get some awakening stones and stuff to work on gear for that Hero's Way thing. What's going on, Darkness? What's up, man? I hate the point system in Chaos PvP. Feel every day they make it harder to use characters. Well, I mean, I guess that's the idea, though. It is, they are trying to force variety in that game mode. Alright. Got a couple of anvils, which is kind of nice. I need to get something to tier 5. Do I have enough for this? Okay, I do. Nice. Okay, I'm not worried about the rolls on that for now. Okay, so this is going to give me Liz and get her powered up. I already have a Liz, technically, but this should go ahead and get me a little bit. Tell me why I can pull Albedo, but not pull her on my alt account. I mean, you don't need her on the alt account, though. You have her on the main account. What do you mean? That's where you need her. You need her on the main, not the alt. Hey, 10 Super Awakening coins is kind of nice there. What's going on, Yurichi? Alright, so I gotta do 5 death matches on Extreme. That'll be great. That one will probably take me a minute. Which, then again, Zaratros isn't like the craziest reward ever. Doing pretty good, man. Alright, so... I need to cook. Then probably do free stages. Got Albedo finally? Nice, nice. I used her a little bit today in the dogs, and it went pretty nice. So, definitely a good character to have. Sent it wrong. I pulled her on my alt on the first try, and my main, I've done 500 gems worth of spins and don't get a single copy. Yeah, I had pretty rough summons as well. I think a lot of people did for this banner, so don't feel too bad. I think, I mean, if you have to go to pity, I guess it is what it is, but, I mean, it happens sometimes, unfortunately. Tempted to get Shoutier, though, at pity. I mean, if you already have the rest of them, you could grab a copy of her. Wouldn't hurt to have a collab character since they're kind of exclusive. This banner has been brutal to almost the whole community, don't you think? Yeah, from everything that I've seen, a lot of people got shafted. So I've seen lots of posts on the forums about the rates being bad. Every time, like, a really large amount of people get shafted on a banner, whether it be festival or collab or whatever, people always go to the forums and make a bunch of threads on it, so I can always kind of tell how the summons went for the community by looking at that. Watch so many of your videos to help me with stuff. You're a W, not gonna lie. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad I can help out, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's see here. We need to do Fort Solgris, and then PvP, and then boss battle. Okay, nothing too crazy. Wondering what the actual rates are for the banners. Feel the rates are a lie. I'm pretty sure it's illegal if they don't disclose the actual rates correctly. So I'm pretty sure they're 3%, but of course 3% is just not good rates in general. So probably isn't a lie. It's just bad rates, just overall. What's going on, Rengoku? What up, dude? Is this your alt? Yeah, this is my alt. This is the old free-to-play account. Okay, let's go. Got that. Let's go to maybe PvP really quickly, and then we can do like a deathmatch or something. Wonder when Roxy Madness is coming back. I'm not too sure on that. It's been a little bit since she's been in a banner. I could maybe see her being on a banner kind of soonish. The next banner doesn't have her on it, but maybe the one after that, the festival banner, possibly. Which I don't know if the festival banner is necessarily next, but got Chaos PvP. No way. If I can get top 70%, there's no way. I don't think I could compete at all in Chaos on this account, which I don't really care to either way, but let's just go in with no food. I'm not worried about it. So I'm done on the boss fight with Demon King inside Meliodas' body with 320 KCC. Do I just upgrade gear or stuff before attempting to fight him? I was aiming to get top 30% earlier. I mean, I don't necessarily think you need to try to like work on anything before fighting him. I mean, you can just fight him and see how it goes, and then if it doesn't go out or go too well, then you can maybe swap the team up or something like that, maybe. What's going on, Incognito? What up, dude? We're chilling over here. Same as usual. Nice. The triple AoE combo just works. Just too good. Nice. Even more AoE. Pog. Hoping to get top 5% in Chaos, but so hard, barely got top 10. Yeah, it's honestly, it's pretty tough. It is not an easy task. Chaos PvP can be quite stressful. Like last time they had it, I mean, I went all in week 1, and then because I knew that it was going to be the exact same as they did it on JP, and the week 2 teams and stuff were just so boring and so stupid. I just pushed really hard week 1 and then got enough to get into top 1%. I didn't play a single match during week 2, but obviously they're doing it a little bit different this time, so you can't necessarily. I mean, you might be able to do that because I think the week 2 teams on JP are like very like bare bones teams and stuff like that, where it's like, I don't know, like really old school characters, because a lot of the values are really high on the other stuff like already. But yeah, very, very interesting to see it unfold this time around. You on global or Asia? I'm on the global version of the game, but these are the Asia servers on global. Triple counter team. I don't even know if I have a single counter unit on this account besides like the old like SR Meliodas. So not anytime soon. The one Escanor? No way. See, I have an Asia account, but it's horrible since it gets shafted every single banner. Yeah, I don't. I'm not planning to summon on like every banner or anything like that. Like the. I guess at this point I'm pretty much skipping the festival or the collab banner. I don't really have a whole lot of need to go in on it because hopefully the festival banners will be better value for me. Like the Albedo could be nice, but overall I think I can live without it. But at the end of the day, I think the festivals are just going to have like some good characters that I could pull. Hopefully the festival characters will be pretty like well-rounded and I can use them in PvE and stuff. You have other account? Yeah, well, I'm not streaming on the other account, Dogen. To get in top 30, you need to be around 1,100 or so points, and I'm at 1164, and I'm top 20%. Nice. Seems like if you can kind of keep that up, maybe win a couple more games or whatever, which I don't know how much it's going to shift over the next week or so, but probably quite a bit if I had to guess. But it's... I've hit the wrong card. It is kind of crazy to see, like, the top guy has, like, 5,000 plus points, and he had that within, like, the first, like, 2 or 3 days. So it's insane. He must be spending, like, tons of, like, gems on just, like, PvP. Crazy. Which, I mean, I assume at a certain point it's like diminishing returns. Like, I guess he'll get the gems back maybe that he paid to play more PvP, but at the same time, like, is it really worth doing it like that? Probably not. I don't know. Very odd to see people like spend so many like gems and stuff on PvP whenever the rewards are gems, so wouldn't the idea to be trying to get them without spending as many as possible? We lose. We lose the tier. We don't lose the game, but we lost the tier. Rip. On a hell of a grind. Nice. Yeah, he is going crazy with it, I guess. What's going on, Iku? Definitely didn't forget to do my summons, and I summoned yesterday. Oh, dang. How'd that go? Pretty good, I hope. Nice. Been meaning to ask, do you do YouTube full-time now that the channel is a bit bigger, or just for fun? I mean, technically this is what I get paid to do, but I mean, I don't get paid like a whole lot or anything. I don't have like a regular job though. So, I mean, technically I guess this is my full-time thing, but I kind of just do it as a hobby as well, because it's not making like full-time money or anything, but it's fun. I kind of treat it as a hobby. I think unless you just like are just gonna go all in on a YouTube channel or something like that, which I mean, I like doing YouTube and everything, but I don't know. It doesn't really like make that much money, so it would be weird to I don't know. You know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Summoned demon yesterday and I forgot about it. Oh, that's what I was. I remember you saying you got gray demons maybe. I can't remember yesterday. If you want to do the event boss though, and you're down, let me know. Because I still need to get some of the extra stuff out of the event boss shop, if I'm not mistaken. Dang, he got the Tarmio link on. We're screwed. We're done. Got one gray. Dang. I think you can use my AI if I'm out. I guess. Well, I think the problem with AI is that it just doesn't use the taunt. It just lasts forever if you don't use a real person. This collab's been nice for gyms so far. I've spent a lot on costumes. Dang, that's kind of nice. Honestly, like, sometimes it gets a little underrated when, you know, costumes are a big part of the game, and if you don't get them, then it kind of shows on some of the characters. So every once in a while, just kind of skipping banners and stuff like that and going for costumes and stuff can be really nice. Tomorrow is the Marine Corps' 248th birthday. Wish me a happy birthday. Hey, man. Happy birthday, Darkness. 248th. That's crazy. AI hurts my brain sometimes. Yeah, it's can be pretty goofy sometimes. Death Pierce gets the win. Pog. Nice. Still on a pretty good win streak. 26 win streak so far. Got a global maintenance shutdown. Really? Like on the global servers, there's a maintenance? Said 10 seconds global shutdown, yeah. Doesn't look like they posted like a notice or anything about it yet. No clue, no clue. Dang, what a team. Liz, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see a character fall as far as Liz has. It's kind of weird. I wonder if it was just like a bug that they caught or something like that. Who knows? Most of the time, I feel like if it's like an emergency maintenance, then it's normally because there's like some sort of exploit or like really like bad bug that they've found or like caught wind of or something like that. So there is no telling what it's about. Let's just go with these. Final Flame. They always have the 1/6. I think I've only seen like one Escanor so far that had like two Final Flame stacks. Nice, we're already in gold 2. We're chilling, we're chilling. Alright, so that's done. I need to summon a demon, I guess. Let's see which one we can pull today. Go for this one, why not? Hey, there's a stamina reduction. Not seen that message? Oh, really? Konata, you be lying, man. Hey, Nathan, I appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome, welcome. If you're even here, you might be, I don't know. I think that might just go overall through the entire channel, so he could just be watching a video of mine and subscribe, I guess, and it would still show up, which is kind of funny. Nice, easy kill. Jericho, goodbye. What do we got? What do we got? Nice. Dude, it's always a red demon. Every single day, it's a red demon. Just can't win. Not that it's bad. I guess I still need red demons. Kinda, sorta. But definitely would take other demons. Which I gotta do them on extreme, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Let's do Iku's bot. We'll just blitz through this real quick. It sucks that when you play with a bot, it doesn't let you skip it or whatever. Watching your stream? Oh, what's up, dude? I wonder if it only shows... Maybe it does only show subscriptions from the stream itself, but I would assume it would be all over the place. But, what's up, man? Appreciate you subscribing, dude. Aaron, go crazy. Alright, alright. God. Alright. Roxy is just built different. A little bit of an attack boost. Which, I mean, I'm sure just the cards that he's going to waste are going to be enough to probably carry me through this, so it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, alright. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's probably more than enough. We'll merge. We'll use this. We'll use that. Easy peasy. My guild was having a debate about what's the best gear for Shao tier. I said HP defense, but others said attack crit was better. Now I don't know. I went attack crit on her just because I think that going all in on like the crit aspect of her is fun to me. But the guy's account that I used, that 17 Milbox CC, he went HP defense because he said that it would be better for her to like tank and stuff. But I mean, I guess it all just comes down to personal preference. That is one of the nice things about the game, is that you can kind of just run whatever you want on certain characters, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A little bit of flexibility there. You are goated. The bot going crazy. Great to be here as usual. What's up, Rayad? What up, man? Got some horns. My favorite right now. What's up, Spooky? What up, dog? Bruno, what's up, dude? Alright. Well, there's pretty much the dailies done. Iku, are you wanting to do Event Boss? Yay or nay? I know you're already done with the shop and everything, but... Oh, so we pulled the 10 diamonds out of the special box or whatever from this yesterday, and I pulled 10 diamonds from it on my main account today as well, so that was kind of funny. Worked out. Nice. What's going on, Lightning? I wonder if this, I think it does. I think this extreme will actually count towards my hero's way, which is kind of nice. Prefer HP defense to go first, but also tank more, especially in geared. Yeah, that's fair enough. Completely understandable. Shelter is really fun too. Or Shelter's really fun. Too bad she gets one-shotted by Albedo. Yeah, she definitely can. She's such an interesting unit. Like, I really like the unit because I like crit-based units and stuff like that. But when she doesn't crit or just like it doesn't work, like the combo doesn't quite work out the way you want it to, it can be pretty disappointing. She's definitely a very hit or miss kind of character. Oh, I could put Liz on too for the first turn rank up now. That's actually kind of cool. Actually, do I have another green unit that I could run? I guess maybe I could run like King, the green skinny King, because it gave him to me at level 80 or 90. That could be kind of nice, just so that way I get the rank up. Konata good at Fortnite on like 150 ping. Hey, it's funny because you play on US East, it looks like, and whenever he plays with me, I also play on US East, so he's used to the ping at this point, I guess. Green Helbram OP, God, I mean, we could get the attack-related stat buff. You know what I'm talking about? That could be kind of cool. Oh, I didn't realize that Escanor's like fire goes through the negative space. Or the negative color whenever he uses a skill. That's kind of weird. Nice. 678. Easy peasy. The bleed going crazy on me. Does barely anything to you. Then again, we're on extreme. I guess technically I'm not really ready for extreme yet. Tried playing on Europe servers. That was not so fun. I think I've played on his servers a little bit. It's not too bad. Like I don't know. The ping isn't like super noticeable to me, but I don't know. Maybe I was just gotten kind of lucky with it. Still confused if I should give Albedo crit defense or crit resistance. I just went regular HP defense for her. But I just wanted to have like a set that I could use, like that's very like well-rounded, and I don't have to really change anything up. Oh, let me change this team actually, so we can go Liz. Oh, I don't have her passive unlocked. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I could go Liz and. Technically, no, I can't even use Elizabeth because they're the same character. I'd have to use... Yeah, Green King probably is my best bet. Well, rip. I'll have to, I'll have to unlock her passive after this. Our CC is definitely lacking on the event boss front. Stream Grand Cross Origins when it comes out? Probably. I know that there's been a little bit more discussion around it lately because there was some gameplay and stuff showed off. But yeah, I'm pretty interested in it. The gameplay and stuff that they kind of like leaked today, or like I guess showed off at the whatever conference thing that they were at, looked really good. Like it looked pretty good. So I'm pretty interested to see how it goes. Have any idea what the banner is after Hawk and Oslo? I think it might be November Festival, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd have to look at maybe the timeline. We can pull up the timeline after this. Origin by Netmarble? Yeah, it is. I think they just own the rights to 7 Deadly Sins games, maybe, or at least like mobile games, I would assume. Get him, Freyr. Wow. You threw. Wow. You threw again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I still have one more. Let me grab Liz's passive real quick. And I get the 2/6. Let me grab this. I say real quick, but this might not be as fast as I'm kind of hoping it will be. Not the petty thief. Good lord, what a merge. Works for me. Is your free-to-play able to do Hell Belmoth? Probably get carried by it, yeah. Like, carried through it, but, actually, I don't even have a, I don't think I have Belmoth unlocked yet, so no. I do kind of have the team for it, though, since we were able to get Green Gother off of the free festival banner thingy, and then we already have Liz, and then I get Zaratros next as well, so I'll pretty much have the entire setup for it. Dude, you even get Green Thonar, too, so I'll literally have the DPS kind of team for it. I just won't have Zenari or whatever. They can give you my Belmoth. I don't know that I can even do it yet, though. Like, I don't think I have Belmoth unlocked yet because I'm not far enough in the story. So it's probably not worth worrying about at the moment because, like, I have to beat episode 204, I think. Which is actually only, like, 2 episodes away. So I might actually be able to do that. Alright. Let me do this one last event boss, and then we'll look at the old banner schedule real quick. Has Netmarble made a console game before? I actually have no idea on that. I mean, I guess technically it's still going to be a phone game. I don't know that it's even coming out on, like, consoles. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not. I could be, but I just might not know. But I know that they're definitely going to do, like, a PC version and a mobile version of it. Kind of like Genshin was to begin with. For Cookie. I'll subscribe for Cookie. What's a team I can use to beat Deer if I don't have Jormungand? Jormungand is pretty... I don't want to say essential, but she helps make it so much easier. You might be able to just look up, like, old teams and stuff like that with for the Deer. Like, before Jormungand was out, I'm sure people were using some stuff. Which, I mean, there's probably teams that you could run nowadays that are fine without her anyways, but... as long as you have the color wheel taken care of, I think for the most part you shouldn't have to worry about too much. As long as your characters have, like, pretty good, like, stats and everything. Like, if you were to run, like, an unknown team, like, typically boosts each other pretty well. So you could maybe go for something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been so long since I've done Deer without Jormungand. I really don't even know what the best options would be, actually. What's going on, Abel? What up, what up? What's going on, Mr. Penguin's Igloo? Very interesting name. Nice. See, it's kind of hard to take her damage seriously on this because I know it's boosted by a lot. Because even Cocytus can do, like, some pretty impressive damage on this fight, but still kind of cool. I need to do at least one more set of these before the event ends, so that way I can make sure to get those 5 gems. Maybe I go for the anvils here. The hammers would be kind of nice too. I think I go for these just to be sure. And then we can grab the hammers. Not normally a big fan of going for the awakening stones, but it might be worth it on the free-to-play account. Ooh, actually, going for Belmoth cores and stuff could be really, really nice. Go ahead and grab that. Not that I'm going to be level 100 anytime soon, but we'll just grab these. And I can grab some more of those Belmoth and stuff later. I think I'm actually high enough CC to go through a couple more floors of this as well. Let me pull up the banner schedule, though, really quickly. So, if we go to Game News, and then past banners, I don't think this is, like, super updated, yeah, but either way, we don't need it to be, like, necessary. Well, actually, we do kind of need it to be. No, we don't. What was last year? Merlin? And that was September. October was Easton, then we had the collab. We had one banner in between on the 10th, which is what we got on. They got it today on the 9th. So that's pretty much the exact same time slot. So they'll actually get whatchamacallit. We'll get the festival banner where we got Ultimate Escanor last year on roughly the 24th. So it'll be the 23rd for JP this year. So yeah, it should actually be the next banner that comes out. Firefox. I use Firefox. Everybody uses Chrome, and I used Chrome for a really long time, but Chrome is so intense on your computer. Like, it uses so much like RAM and everything. It's crazy how many resources Chrome uses. So I swapped to Firefox. A lot of people say that Firefox is really, really good. Chrome is ass because of YouTube. Yeah, it definitely can be. I could see that being a big problem. I do have, like, I feel like the ad blockers and stuff like that on Chrome or Firefox also work a lot better. I could be wrong on that. Could just be like an illusion, but I actually think that they work pretty well. Next banner should be fast. Yeah, it should be. Grinding PvP while listening to your stream, and I won all 5 matches. Now champ 3 on normal. Nice. Good to hear. Glad you won your matches, man. The disabled ad blocker. Oh, really? Like, just straight up disabled it? That's crazy. Got Opera GX now. Opera GX is such a meme to me. Like, I always see people, like, you know, get, like, sponsorship ads for it and stuff. And, like, the Opera GX Twitter account is such a meme on Twitter. But, I don't know. I've never really tried it. It seems like it has some, like, nice convenience features and stuff like that. But, overall, I've never actually given it a try, so I don't really know what to say about it, but it runs on Chromium as well, so it's still a Chrome-based browser. I don't know, a lot of browsers are Chromium-based, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, even though you think you're getting away from Chrome, you're really not. I think the only, like, big browsers that aren't Chromium-based are Firefox and, like, Edge, which, who uses Edge? Clab got me only 40 gems for the festival. That happens, Bruno. I am sorry to hear that. That is pretty typical, I would say. They know how to bait with a collab, man. Check your inbox. Might have a Belmoth invitation. Okay, I'll look. Internet Explorer. Yeah, well, that's Edge now. I don't think they go by Internet Explorer anymore. I think they just rebranded it to Edge. Edge is what you use to download another browser when you, like, reinstall Windows or something. Or, like, when you get a new computer. No one actually uses it. Microsoft Edge? Yeah. Oh, we're full on, whatchamacallits. No way! Okay, I mean, hey, if it'll let me do it, by all means. Alright. So we throw the Liz up front. We throw the Thonar in the back. Throw the Gother in the front. And then you have to use physical attacks. Are both of these physical? This one is technically a ranged, but I don't have... I don't really have any other good damaging units. I don't know that this is going to go too well, Iku. I'll be honest with you, man. We can try it, though. Hell's probably my best bet. Escanor could be okay, but he's level 60. I'm not sold, but we'll give it a shot. We'll try our darndest. Let's see here. Throw the old bond link on. Dang, CC's looking crazy. We're crazy. probably want to put some gear on people if I can help it. Maybe we go for this HP defense set really quickly. These sets are so bad. I really need to work on gear. That was one of the things I kind of wanted to do today, but what did Gother have on? He had an attack, not even a full attack set. We'll just give him that for now. Well, you have LR Escanor. I think we'll be fine. I mean, realistically, we're probably gonna... I mean, even with your damage, we'll probably one turn. But... I don't know. Maybe not. Doesn't Liz need green units? Yeah, she does. You're right. I can't use Hell. I have to use, like, King. Maybe... I could use, like, Death Pierce, maybe, to make your hits harder. But, I mean, he does... No, he doesn't have a damage cap, actually, so... We could go for this, maybe? Smart man. True, true, true. Good catch on the green units there. Cocytus. I would, but he's only level 1. Miss Internet Explorer as a kid. Yeah, Internet Explorer was alright. I mean, it was kind of just, like, very typical browser. I don't know. I wouldn't mind it if they didn't just automatically try to use Bing for everything. Like, Google is what people use. Like, stop making me use Bing. Like, I'm pretty sure you can set it to where it uses Google instead, but not worth it. Oh, Escanor's definitely going to one-shot right here. I guess, depending on your cards, I guess, we'll need to try to get your ultimate on Escanor. 2 Escanor cards turn 1. Oh, we're chilling then. We're chilling. Smashing Pumpkins is such a good band. What's one of their popular songs? I know the band name, but I'm not super familiar with them, like catalog-wise. Didn't one-shot? Cringe. Nice. Too bad you didn't level Cocytus. Would have been neat to see the mid-strat. Yeah, he is. He's probably not a character that I should worry about leveling up on the free-to-play, at least right now. Tonight. Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely familiar with that song. Which I've been listening to like more of like a 90s, early 2000s like playlist lately, and some of the music in there is just good stuff. Well, nice. We're already smashing Belmoth cores on the free to play. This is we're kind of cracked. Easy peasy. Oh, so the event bosses didn't count, actually. Alright, so I'll still need to end up doing other, whatchamacallits. I guess once I get him, Belmoth will be a little bit easier, but we'll see. Reminds me when I was 90 years old. You gotta be quite old to remember when you were 90. Oh, Brawl is gonna throw me off because of the exclamation point thing. Because I'm so used to checking Brawl on my main account. Which I guess technically we should have rewards. Even though we're at the, like, very bottom. 500. Insane. What are the rewards even like? Top 100%. Top 90%. All the way up to here. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Damn, this guy right here. That guy was, like, so low. I guess he just doesn't play Brawl, but he had LR Liz. Kind of weird. Kind of weird to see that. Nice. Get some treasure chests. Nice. I think we're chilling at the moment. No, you said you didn't watch later Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you'd watched dub, man, is Glory by Bandmade Such a good song. That was the song that they used for the Japanese third ending of Reigns. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I was 36 years ago. You're quite old then, Rosca. Still kicking, though. That's good. Melly's 3,000. True. Over 3,000. Yeah. Also got 10 gems. Hey, nice, nice, nice. Let's do these 2 story chapters really quickly and see if we can unlock Belmoths, and then we'll probably start the Ragnarok story. Odd taste here. I just listened to music driving really low volume radio or in social occasions. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Not everybody's like super into music. Like, I think that's like it's kind of weird to hear that sometimes, considering like a lot of people are like super music oriented. Like a lot of people like really like music and really listen to music a lot. But I guess like, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things where not everybody is into that. So it's all good. Play IRL Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck over there. I don't really play the game, but I used to back in the day. This is a different Zaratros with different skills. Different animations? No. That's the same animation. Just different card art? That's definitely different. Huh. Missing a Zaratros. Rip. Red Zaratros could have been. He's not even going to put buffs on. Why give this guy a Rupture skill? Why do I get UR chests and UR stones? Dude, that's what I normally get on the main account. That was cool. This is like a story-specific Zaratros, I guess. As far as anime songs go, my favorite is Binks Brew. God. I actually, like... Not that I dislike that song, but it's one of those songs where I kind of like roll my eyes when I hear it so much, because like it's just one of those songs that they play in One Piece quite a bit. But it's still a cool song, don't get me wrong. Can't wait for the November festival to be a catastrophe so we can get the second chapter of their story. People aren't necessarily as interested in the catastrophes as they are the Ragnarok stuff, so I could see that not going over super well unless the character's just like really good. Which I guess that's what they would try to do, probably, because I mean they tried to make Hell really good as well, so that way people wouldn't be too upset that it was maybe a Ragnarok character, but not too sure. I have a Despia, and I am building Blue Eyes right now. Blue Eyes is sick. I mean, very old school, of course. I think Blue Eyes gets support every now and then, too. Missed my bus stop by like 7 stops when I listened to music yesterday. Dang! The old school days. Where you listen to music on the bus. That's awesome. Let's go for... I kind of want to save the Rupture card, of course. So let's maybe... I can't even push for ultimate, though. Rip. I guess I technically could have saved that as well. Never mind. You get a new one. Okay, okay. Damn, deleted. Damn, deleted. Let's see how much this Rupture does. Oh, it's an AoE. What? How bizarre. Played Magic the Gathering all yesterday for the first time. I really enjoyed it. I actually haven't ever played Magic, but a couple of my friends have been getting into Magic, and they were wanting me to play, but I don't know anything about it really, so I'm not super interested. Plus, like, card games can get kind of expensive, so I'm not super tempted, but it could be cool to play a card game again. Bluebird from Naruto is top 5 anime songs. I don't know it off the top, like I don't know it just off the name, but I'm sure I've heard it since I did watch all of Naruto and Shippuden. I mean, like, it's been like 2 or 3 years ago, but I watched Naruto somewhat recently. On the way home after a long day. This fight in reverse stages was awful. That's actually a good point. I forgot about this in reverse stages. This is gonna be maybe bad. Here's hoping she heals up quite a bit, because if we don't kill Derriere right here, which we don't, this might go very poorly. Blue Eyes and Dark Magician always get support, because Seto and Yugi. Oh, really? Dark Magician gets support? I didn't even know that. I don't think I've seen any of the more modern, whatchamacallit, Dark Magician stuff. Blue Eyes over Dark Magician? Really? I actually think I like Dark Magician more. Nice, we live. We're crazy. We're gonna get deleted. Rip. Alright, she's super close to dead. I think we kill, though. Pretty confident that we kill here. No, ult gauge sucks? Yeah, no kidding. What's up, Zero? We're chilling. We're working through some of the story mode real quick. Probably gonna move over to the Ragnarok story soon. Played Magic with a friend of mine, as expected, destroyed me at least 200 times. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like if you like just start or whatever, and they've got the hang of the game and everything, of course you're gonna be like, I don't know what to do really, because like my brother plays the Final Fantasy card game, and he's always like, oh, like here you go, play Final Fantasy with us, and I'm like, I guess, but I really don't know what I'm doing, so like I'm obviously not gonna make the right plays and stuff like that. Blue Eyes deck halfway there, and I've spent $100 already. Yeah, card games get expensive, man. It depending on how popular the deck is and stuff like that, of course. God, this is just so slow. I guess I need to make sure that Liz doesn't die, because that'll slow things down even more. What is that game? What game? Yu-Gi-Oh? See the new Avatar trailer? Looks way better than the movies already. I actually haven't seen it. I've never seen the old Avatar, though, either, so... I've never watched Avatar. The game that I'm talking about? Yu-Gi-Oh? Being expensive? Card game? God, Zarathos is just so little damage, which he doesn't have buffs or anything, so that like we can't take advantage of the rupture. This other skill is basically pointless. I wonder if it even has whatchamacallit. Does it have an effect at level 2? Well, we'll never know. Rip. Vanguard? I've heard of Vanguard. I don't really know anything about it though. Only played Hearthstone as a card game. Hearthstone was actually kind of cool. Hearthstone is a game that I tried way back in the day when it came out. I don't think I really stuck with it too long, but I really liked that the board was like interactive. You could click on different things on the board, and it would like do stuff. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I didn't stick with it for too long. Card games in general are just expensive. Not really something I want to waste a bunch of money on, really. He's been playing since he was 6. His father was playing when when Magic came out for the first time. Has all the antique cards from back in the olden days, and he passed them down to him. That's crazy. Some of the old cards are super expensive too. That's probably the only thing that I know about was like I know that like Black Lotus is one of the like really expensive cards, but I don't know a whole lot about it, but. I've heard about some of the expensive stuff. Never seen Avatar. You need to see it. Great show. Yeah, I've always heard that it was really good. A friend of mine really likes it. He even has like, what is it, Korra? Or is it Legend of Korra? Or is it just called Korra? Whatever. He has it on DVD, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I've never watched it. I know it's like one of the like OG shows that a lot of people watch. And I mean, I remember seeing it on like, what was it, on Nickelodeon or something like that when I was a kid, but never really got into it. Played Commander in Magic, and it reminded me of the Yu-Gi-Oh episode where you get the leader and the Yu-Gi-Oh gets Karibo. God. Yeah, I've heard Commander is kind of cool, actually. It seems like a pretty interesting game mode. Final Fantasy has a mode kind of like that, where it's like 4 people against one boss deck, and it sounds very, very similar. Cool concept, though. Zarathos getting choked by Derry. He not a freak like you. He not a freak like you, Iku, man. He ain't got the fetishes going on, man. Maybe I don't know Zarathos that well. Maybe he does. especially Pokemon. They get crazy, like the 1,000 or 1K for the PSA 10s. Yeah, some of the dude, it's really unfortunate because I feel like people don't even care about Pokemon like as a trading card game anymore. They just care about like pulling expensive cards and getting them graded and stuff like that, and trying to sell them and stuff. Like I feel like it's more of like a like people are just doing it for the money nowadays and not really for like the hobby itself. I don't know, kind of lame, but I guess it is what it is. Something has money and value to it, then obviously people are going to be trying to get in on it. Demonic larva. Oh, I gotta use Bond. At least we're still out CCing for now. My hobby is getting money, true. Then Pokemon is right up your alley. Legend of Korra, but Avatar is better to me personally. Okay. Right now, if you are free to play, who should you be saving for? The November Festival should be right around the corner, so I'd be saving at least for that. But most of the time, the New Year's unit is like super, super good. So, depending on how good the November Festival character is, it might be better to just save for the end of the year, like December or late December / early January Festival, because that's normally the one where we get like a really big unit that's normally like meta defining. Get to watch him master all 4 elements. Yeah, it seems like a really cool show. I've just never really watched it. Not the attack disable. Not the kill. How could they? Which we got some Super Awakening coins earlier. I might need to use those. Avatar was one of my favorite animes. Even more was decent. Korra. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't basically know anything about the Korra anime, but yeah, I've always heard Avatar was good. Can all blame one person? Oh yeah, Logan Paul. He definitely like kind of started that whole trend. Like as soon as COVID hit and everybody was like, I need to find a hobby, and he was opening up Pokemon card packs and stuff like that for tons of money. It was over at that point. Goofy walk. Watch it for Toph. Oh, I think I know. I don't. I've heard the name before. I think I know which character that is. I think that's the girl that wears green, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Logan sucks. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. Like the kind of content that he makes and everything. Not really my style. Him and his brother really did like they like sort of blew up doing like vlog style content. I've never really been a big like vlog enjoyer, I guess. Like some of it, I guess, can be kind of entertaining depending on what the subject matter is, but not a big vlog man. Vivian Booba. What episode of One Piece are you on? I'm on like 890 something. I'm like right at the very, very beginning of Wano. I haven't watched it a little bit. I'm waiting for Wano to completely get finished dubbing, so that way I can just watch it all in one go. Which it doesn't seem like it's going to be too much longer, because I'm pretty sure the sub is finishing up Wano, if not already like just finished it, or maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But they release normally like 10 to 12-ish dubbed episodes every time they do a wave. And it's normally like every like maybe month or two that they end up releasing new dubbed episodes. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Like maybe like another month or well, not another month. Like maybe a couple more months and I'll be back on the One Piece grind. Back when Vine was good. Yeah, I never really got into Vine. I didn't really care about Vine or anything like that until it was already gone, and like some of the funnier like creators and like video compilations of that kind of stuff had already gotten online. But yeah, I don't know. I've never really been a the concept behind Vine was really cool, but I just never really got into it while it was big. You probably really do care for Japanese version songs, but I also really like Go Forward, Yu-Gi-Oh! Reign's second Japanese opening, and one I technically started with when I switched to from dub to sub. Oh, are the intros different for the sub and the dub? Because I know like I know the old school animes and stuff like that. I literally just watched a video on that the other day, or like maybe it was a short, but I definitely remember seeing some sort of video saying that there were, like, they completely redid or just like made brand new songs for the English versions of animes back in the day because they didn't think that it would go that well or whatever, so they would just come up with their own, which is where the 4Kids dubbed like intro for One Piece came from, and some of the other ones, which are kind of like iconic like English dub sort of anime songs. So that's kind of funny. Logan did that stuff. I could not find cards for an entire year, like just trying to have fun buying packs. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing, is like people are buying like new sets and stuff like that, which, I mean, there's a little bit of value in new sets when they come out, because obviously there's going to be like 1 or 2 good cards that you can kind of pull that are worth a decent amount. But all of the like big money that Logan was like looking for is in like the really, really old sets, but obviously not everybody has the money to be investing in like those really old sets because they're all super expensive. So I don't know, it's just like a weird thing. Like as soon as people like catch wind of the hobby and they hear how much money a Shadowless first edition Charizard is, they're like, I gotta buy some Pokemon cards. Like it's really, really bizarre. Sub for Wano is done. Nice. Okay, cool. So it should be shouldn't be too much longer then before the dub ends up getting finished with it then. Couldn't stand AI's English voice. Dang. Grey Road kind of sucks. Waiting for Egghead Island now. Yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen like a couple of pictures of like manga panels and stuff for it. The outfits that they wear on that island are kind of funny. But it should be stuff with like what, Vegapunk, I think. So that's gonna be kind of cool. No, not the Merlin armpit. Can't show armpit. You're gonna get me banned. You're gonna be banned off YouTube. Alright. Now that we're done with this, I think I've gotten several. I mean, I will have to finish that chapter to get one more SSR ticket, but I've already gotten like 2 SSR tickets from login bonuses today. So let's see if we can get anything from that. Yeah, and then we'll start the Ragnarok story maybe. Kaido dubbed is just something else. Oh, is it? Does he sound kind of funny? Which, I mean, see, that is the one thing that's nice for me, is that because I don't watch subbed anyway, I have no recollection or like bias towards the English voice acting, because I don't listen to the subbed voice acting. So I don't know what they sound like in the dub. Like, I mean, I know what some of the like main characters sound like, but like I don't know who any of the like other characters sound like or anything like that. So I have no preference either way. It doesn't matter to me because the dub is the only voice that I hear. So realistically, doesn't make a difference to me. Blue Zeldris? No way. The guy who can't crit? No way. Insane. Wowie. W Pits. God. Hey, Lost Fate animation. I'm gonna skip. Goodbye. I didn't even realize we already had Nanashi. I didn't know that. Just need that relic. Well, that's nice. That's very cool. No spoilers. Sorry. All Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings are different from the Japanese to English. Later English didn't even use lyrics anymore. Oh, that's crazy. Kind of crazy how the One Piece story will be done in like 5 years since the final saga. Yeah, he said he was trying to finish it within like a certain sort of time frame or something like that. Or maybe he was like, he said that he was like a certain percentage of the way through the story or something like that. So shouldn't be maybe too many more years before it's finished, but that's gonna be like the end of an era. Like, hey, that show is so insanely popular. It's gonna be crazy to see what people what the ending even ends up being, and then what people think of it, I guess, when it comes out. Which there was so many people that were like not into the whole Gear 5 thing whenever it happened, that I wouldn't be surprised if people were like, we waited, like, you guys watched a 1,000,000,005 episodes for this? Like, I don't know. There's always going to be somebody that hates on it, I guess, but it's fine. It's not for everybody. Crit God Zeldris. No way. True. Sounds amazing. I prefer it over the sub, and I never watched dub. Oh, really? Okay, so that's kind of cool then. I want to say maybe I've heard his voice already from like some of the prior episodes, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't know for sure. Clear Demonic Beast? We're done. We're screwed. It's over. GG. Season of GX, we didn't get Season 4. Had Precious Time. Glory Days by Psychic Lover. That's what the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel says anyway. Huh, okay. Kind of interesting. Made him crit in last year's meta? Oh, really? How could you? Honestly, running him with, like, Ludo and the new Green Elaine and maybe Death Pierce in the back might be able to make him crit nowadays. There are a lot more, like, defense-related stat-lowering units than there used to be. But then again, he's really bad. Like, he's really old, so his crit chance is probably not even... Like, the amount that you're lowering crit resistance on the enemy probably isn't even going to make up for the fact that his crit chance is so bad. So, maybe not. Who knows? You see the Dram going with voice actors in dub community. They wanted to make a voice actor match the skin color of the character. Oh, interesting. Okay. Still waiting for that Demonic Beast game mode. It should be towards the end of the year, I assume. But we'll have to see. GG, free-to-play ends. No kidding. It's over. Demonic Beast. We're about to beat a Demonic Beast. It's about to be over. Boom. Dang, they're easier than I remember, to be honest. I don't even remember this this Demonic Beast. What kind of relics does he have? Crit damage is the worst part. Oh, is it really? Like, even when you do crit, it's not that big of a deal? Is that kind of what the problem is? I could see that being kind of stinky. What equipment build do you use on Hell? I think I have... what do I have on Hell, actually? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think I have HP defense on her, if I'm not mistaken. Frisia relic. That's what it is. Any ice-based relic has to be on this guy. I'm pretty sure I have HP defense on her. Could be wrong. I think on the free-to-play account, I'm making like attack crit for pretty much everybody because I'm not worried about PvP. But I can't remember. I can't remember if I have attack crit on her on the main account or not. Not 100% sure on that. I'm sure I probably made a video about it, like what gear I'm building for Hell or what gear you should build for Hell or something like that. You might have to go look at that because off the top of my head, I for some reason cannot think of which one I made. Heard the Demonic Beast, or the Demonic Bear, has the most OP relics. Yeah, Tears relic is on there, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. 10k no crit, 12k with crit. Ugh, God, yeah, that's... that is not it. What is that technically, like a 15% increase? Japanese also got a lot more openings versus English, like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds had 5 in Japanese, but only Hydro Drive for English. Oh, really? They just stuck with one intro through the entire thing? That's kind of interesting. Bump, 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 bump. I forgot that you play as Sigurd during this. I would have figured that you would play as the other characters. Oh, this is just Green King. I do like this outfit. I wish we would get a Ragnarok King already. Cool outfit. I mean, it's nothing like super special, of course, but it's kind of cool. Just the winter clothing, I guess. Ooh, nice. He actually doesn't have a taunt on. I wonder... I'm going to go for the big hit here. I might regret this. Got him. I do regret that. Plays both, I'm pretty sure. Oh, is it gonna like swap sides? Yeah, it's been a while since I played the original Ragnarok stuff, I guess. Rip level 3 flood card. hell, Nalyd? Come on, man. That is unfortunate. Sigurd just fell off, man. That's what it is. It's not me. It's the game. It's gotta be the game. It can't be me. Okay, okay. We're cooking. Maybe. Let's get a little bit of damage out on him before he puts up the stance. Almost positive that's how it plays out. Okay, that would make sense to me. And wham. Not the greatest. Okay. About to get our ultimate, which is good, though. I just gotta really make sure I don't play into that counter. Which I'm sure the level 3 was a big problem there as well. Because it probably got him down low enough to where his counter was, like, really big. Oh, he just healed a lot, too. Okay, that's not great. I mean, I won't get countered by this. Should I just kill off the king? I don't know. We'll see. What's going on, Carlo? What up, man? Any Chaos PvP tips? Oof. Not really, to be honest with you. Just find whatever you can that works, I guess. There's not... The team building and stuff like that for Chaos is, like, so all over the place. Like, I can't really, like, help you come up with stuff, to be honest. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V was the last one where the English opening with lyrics. Oh, interesting. See, you say all these names like Vrains and Arc V and stuff. I've never even heard of those ones. Like, the most I know is, like, 5Ds and, like, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, series. But I don't think I know any of the other ones, to be honest. It's called Chaos for a reason. That's true. Really is impossible right now, I can agree. It is tough. It's slowly knocking more and more characters off the playable list, basically. And it's just gonna get worse and worse, I think. As the time goes on, there's gonna just be a bunch of, like, weird random teams that don't even make a whole lot of sense or anything. Demon King players still holding out, though. They're somehow still using Demon King for some reason. But hey, use what you're used to, I guess. Demon King players just built different. Shoutier and Albedo be carrying me in Chaos. Honestly, like, it is kind of crazy how you can run, like, basically the entirety of the Overlord collab. It's kind of wild. Not the extort. You can't extort. I extort. It is kind of weird seeing the blue and red extort on that. It's kind of peculiar. Demon King and Dreyfus. Dreyfus? Are they running like Froudrin? Extort and extort? True. I use Cadet Aaron to cancel stance and a Meliodas as a backup. That's actually kind of interesting. I think that's really where it's going to come down to, like, in week 2, once everything is, like, super limited. I think a lot of the, like, really interesting teams are going to end up coming out where, like, you're using really old units just because they have, like, maybe a decent card or something. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it sort of unfolds and the meta changes. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, 5Ds. Okay, I'm familiar with those 3. I've heard of Zexal, but I think the only reason I've even heard of Zexal is because it was, like, a card set as well. Like, there was a pack or, like, a series of cards called Zexal. Arc V, it's pronounced 5. It's a Roman numeral. Oh, okay. Vrains, 7s is all we got in English. I think that Japan has another one, but I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've definitely never heard of those then. A lot of those, anyway. I actually try the Roxy, Albedo, and Rim team. Maybe. I might try it out. I'm kind of just, like, grinding a whole bunch of score for it at the moment, and then just hoping that I can kind of, like, chill throughout the rest of the time that it's out, so that way I don't have to deal with any of the, like, really weird meta stuff. But I might try a couple more teams out in it before it's gone. So I can now make units level 100. Should I start to get all my units level 80. I mean, that's kind of what I did. Like, I would just kind of like take small steps where every time I would get a character, I would immediately at least get them to UR 60. And then once I started to get all the characters that I would like use a lot and everything up to max and like got them to where I could like use them in whatever content I needed them in, I would just kind of work on like whatever characters were in the box with whatchamacallit. Like I'd get them all to level 70, level 80, level 90. All of my characters are currently level 90, but still kind of moving up. Working on level 100 and stuff now. Just yeah, I mean, just going up with old characters is really nice. Unlucky, I appreciate the membership, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You get your little emotes now. I hope you guys like those emotes because they're really funny to me. I love the Peepo emotes, but might be. I mean, hey, once the collab ends, I might end up having to replace the Overlord ones. We'll see what we can find to replace them with. But I do appreciate the membership, man. Thank you, thank you. So I could, oh, never mind, I read that. Ult rushing is mostly what I fight. Yeah, ult rushing is a really big part. I think it doesn't really surprise me, though, considering that people just want to win, so that way they can get the placement, and then they can get the diamonds, and that's basically all they're playing for. So, you know, people are just going to use whatever character they have that has, like, a really high ult level, just go for an ultimate, just try to win, move on. It doesn't really surprise me. People already ult rush in like regular PvP. People ult rush in Challenger of all things, where you don't even need to win anymore. So if they'll do it in that game mode, then they'll probably do it anywhere, to be honest. Cadet Aaron has 50% damage inflicted to unknown race, and that's basically the meta. That is a good point, actually. That is a very good point. I do really like that about Aaron. His racism passive is quite interesting. Very unique. I kind of wish that they would make more like units to help balance out other teams and stuff like that. Like if they made a unit that like counters humans, or like they made a unit that counters demons. Like if they made one for different races and stuff, it could kind of help balance out the meta and stuff. I could see that being kind of cool. So want to meme and use the SR Rimuru in Chaos, but not going to be useful till stuff like Albedo's too how to use. Yeah, that's true. Racism passive. That's basically what it is. He literally just does more damage to unknown characters. You can't tell me that's not racism. You cannot convince me. SR Rimuru could be really funny, though. It's funny you say that. I'm pretty sure I ran against a guy either earlier this morning or it was yesterday, maybe. Somebody was using SR Rimuru in the back line. So that guy's bringing up the points on Rimuru for you, so that way you can't use him. Don't see the point. No fun in ult rushing to me personally, but everyone's different, I suppose. Yeah, I think what it comes down to is if winning is all you care about and winning is what is fun to you, then ult rushing is like the perfect strategy because it doesn't really require any like sort of like intense thought process, and it will more than likely get you the win, considering most of the characters nowadays have like really big AoE ultimates. So you can literally just like invest a decent amount of money into one, or not, maybe not money, but a decent amount of gems into like one good banner character. Like the people who went really crazy on Transcendent Bond, his ultimate's fantastic. His ultimate is wild. If they 6-6'd Mael, his ultimate's crazy. If they ultimate if they did melee, whatever the case may be, like all of them have insane AoE ultimates that are going to wipe all three characters on the field basically no matter what. So just depends on what they want to do, I guess. Still surprised how a Catastrophe team was usable today in Chaos. Blue Awakened Lilia, one of the old monos, Roxy of Madness, and Red Awakened Easton, I think it was. That's, yeah, honestly, that was the only team that was giving me any trouble with the King team on, like, day 1 or 2. The big whales who could get, like, 240k CC with the Catastrophe team, they were destroying me, man. Like, Roxy just getting that extra, like, pop damage off, shoo-wee. It was absolutely wrecking me. But luckily I didn't face it too much, but if somebody could out-CC me with it, it was game over. Which, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. This game mode really does, like, the meta hasn't really been that CC focused anymore, but Chaos PvP is very CC focused. If you go first in Chaos PvP, there's a decent chance you're going to win, unless you go up against like a Demon King who gets like lucky. But yeah, it's maybe not the most fun I've ever had, but I mean, I do like the variety. Don't get me wrong, the variety in Chaos PvP is very fun, but I know a lot of people don't like it because they don't have the units for it or like different scenarios. It's just not for everybody. Oof. Still kill. Still kill. Nice. What are the ult rush teams? I imagine they're just using like Suicide Liz or like Fraudrin or something like that. I have seen several Suicide Liz teams. Couldn't really tell you like a specific team for it off the top of my head, but anything involving just like having taunts on the team so that way you can rush with one specific character and they take all the damage. Like Twiggo, of course, is like kind of the god when it comes to ult rush teams. It's kind of hilarious how useful that character is now. Granted, I don't have that Lilia, so I couldn't check the points of it myself. I think Lilia's like I think she was 1100 last time I checked, but I think that was yesterday, so she may have like went up a little bit more since then. I ult rush on PvP ungeared to get my 60 gems fast and focus the rest on chaos. Hey, that's honestly that's completely fair. I mean, you know, there's a time and a place. The game, you know, has the mechanic for ult rush and stuff like that. So I mean, you can't really blame anybody for doing it. Sometimes it is kind of boring. Like, I admit, I don't like ult rush because it's kind of boring. I feel like I'm not actually using the character the way they're intended to if I'm just relying on an ultimate. But, I mean, hey, it's a viable strategy. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you can use whatever strategy you want. Doesn't really matter. As long as that's what you want to do, doesn't really matter what other people think. Wish they would make a way to get collab characters after collabs end. Like put them in other collab banners or something as secondary SSRs, because if you didn't start from the beginning, you miss a lot of box CC. I wouldn't really say that it's like a lot of box CC that you're missing out on. I mean, there is box CC there, of course, but I would say for the most part, just like missing out on those exclusive characters that can be pretty good in certain situations. Namely, like the fact that Croc Shell is like an event boss that comes back every so often, like every few months or so. And Kyo is the main unit to use in that game mode because you just need to put ignites on the Croc Shell boss. It's crazy. It's actually insane that that character is exclusive to the KOF collab, and if you weren't around for it, you don't have him, and that boss is just like literally 10 times easier whenever you have it. It's really weird. I think they don't want to do stuff like that. Like, I think they try to come up with, like, counter units and stuff like that for some of the collab stuff, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, collab characters are just, like, you know, they're exclusive. It's unfortunate. I would like if they could, like, do a rerun or something like that more often, but it is, I don't necessarily think it's, like, on them to do that. Like, it's not their fault that they don't do that. I think it's more of, like, a licensing thing. Like, I think they have to have maybe, like, the rights to do it more often, which KOF is owned by Netmarble, I think. Like, the game license for it or whatever. They have a mobile game. But I don't really know. There's, like, I'm sure there's a lot of, like, back and forth or, like, background stuff going on with that kind of thing that you don't really see. There's probably a lot of rules and regulations and stuff like that behind the scenes that you don't know about. Recently, I've been getting a lot of live stream notifications from you. You should start your own series. My own series. I mean, this is kind of a series. We're doing the free-to-play account. What kind of series do you mean? Do you like it? I use some of the level 60 and 80 units. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. I mean, even if they're not going to like do the greatest, as long as you're just kind of having fun with the mode. I mean, I know a lot of people are trying to like sweat and try to get those diamonds, of course, which is understandable. You know, diamonds are great. That's what you use to summon and buy costumes with. They're very important. But, I mean, hey, if you just want to have fun and use some, like, off-brand units, kind of, or, like, old school, like, off-meta, not off-brand, it can be kind of entertaining in that regard. Kyo should be the next festival unit if KOF ever returns. God. I don't think that they're... it seems like the way that they're doing it, they don't seem to want to do, like, LRs on collabs. They don't want to do light or dark characters, and they probably aren't going to do festival. Which, I mean, I guess festival characters are kind of just regular characters. They do have a different coin, but festival or like collab coins in general are already pretty exclusive and on their own. So I don't really know that there's like a reason to do a festival collab character, but I don't know. Levi and Nalfami went down in points. Just wish I had something better in the back line, since the Arthur only gives 15% HP. Oh, really? Nalfami went down in points? That's kind of interesting. I haven't really been paying attention to the point values and stuff to see if characters are like becoming more usable. I just see a lot of people take advantage of certain characters so they become less usable. People are using only like 3 units in Chaos PvP. Yeah, it's so funny whenever you see like a Demon King team and then they just don't have a backliner or something. It's very weird to see sometimes. Once a year, so they should bring a collab banner with all of the collab units for a week. That'd be crazy. There'd be some insane value in that. But I think they'd have to reach out to like all the different licensing and stuff like that. I think that's the big issue. Remember when they used to put festivals on normal banners with rate up before a new festival to get people to summon? Did they do that? I actually don't really remember that. Was that like a one-off kind of thing that happened like once or twice maybe? Because I don't remember that actually. Maeve is also owned by Netmarble, but Xena is the only one here so far. Yeah, I don't know that they're gonna try to release any other Maeve characters. I kind of don't want them to, but at the same time, Xena was completely free, so I really can't complain. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind more free K-pop units, I guess. But if they were like, oh, hey, here's a K-pop collab that you have to, actually spend your own gems on, I'd probably be less inclined to worry about it as much. Like, I would just get like 1/6 and then move on. But personal opinion maybe on that. What collab would have even been light or dark if they had done that? Ainz being dark, maybe? Yeah, I think a lot of people were hoping that Ainz would be dark. What was the last collab that we had? Was the last collab Mushoku Tensei? I don't think anybody specifically would have like fit light or dark in Mushoku Tensei necessarily. Maybe like Light Rudius, maybe, because he's the main character or something, but I don't know. I don't think they're actually wanting to do anything like that, just because of like light and dark characters being kind of exclusive or like, I don't know, like main game kind of thing. Most of the time they're festival characters, or well, they're always festival characters anyway. So because they're not doing festival collab characters and they're not doing LRs and stuff like that, I don't necessarily know that we'll ever get like a light or dark collab. Maybe, but not looking good. Speaking of light and dark, can't wait for light or dark Liz this Christmas. God, I am actually very curious to see what they do for Christmas this year, considering we have all 3 variants of Liz now. Like, we have a full color wheel of Liz's, so I assume they'll move on to a new character, but who knows? If they do a light or dark Liz, that will be so funny to me. Maeve Part 2 is getting leaked because of Maeve Comeback is coming. You think so? I don't. I think that there was like a Maeve collab with one of their other games or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, and people were like calling that, saying that it was going to be or like another one for Grand Cross, but I don't actually think that they're doing that. I think that they were just collaborating with one of their other games. Because I mean, Netmarble even has another game called Grand Cross, which is very bizarre to me. Why would you name one of your other IPs Grand Cross when you already have a game called 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross? Like, that's so, like, it's just so confusing more than anything. AOT was the last one? Oh, you're right, actually. You are right, actually. I can't remember. Somebody, they were wanting maybe Aaron to be light or dark. I can't remember. I mean, people were just like throwing everything out there. Since 7DS leaks. Is it? I haven't checked 7DS leaks today, actually. Oh, he actually hasn't even posted the file breakdown or anything for the Hawk and Oslo assets. Where is it in 7DS leaks? Oh, is it this right here? Mave announced on on November 30th that they will be releasing their first EP album through domestic and international online music sites, announcing their full-fledged comeback. Oh, so it's not like an actual confirmation that it's coming or anything. They're just advertising that they have a new album coming out or whatever, and they did use a picture in that tweet from the Grand Cross collab, which is kind of funny, but I don't think that necessarily like means that we're guaranteed having a part 2 or anything. New Monspeeder commandment that isn't Melascula or Derriere coming soon this Christmas. They do tend to kind of make new commandments for some of the holiday banners and stuff like that. I would like to see a new Monspeed. That would be really nice. Monspeed is such a cool character to me, but he just doesn't get a whole lot of love. What's going on, Cal? Doing pretty good, man. Welcome, welcome. The Rights of KOF is by SNK, but Netmarble just made a game with SNK. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is then. Remember that the Japanese version isn't called Grand Cross. I mean, yeah, I guess so, but I mean, still though, you know that if you call it Grand Cross, like they know that it gets translated to English as Grand Cross. Like it's still like, I don't know. Why would you try to make a game that sounds like one of your other games unless you're just trying to like, unless it's like a purpose. Like purposefully trying to get people to be like, oh, I'm gonna go download 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and you just type in Grand Cross on the App Store, and you're like, here's a game that I've never seen before. Maybe they're trying to like cross-advertise by having the same name. I really don't know. It's very bizarre. Still want the Endura Monspeed and Derriere. It'd be cool to see them go back and try to add some of the characters that we don't have. But they just seem so focused on like releasing whatever's new to the story as it comes out that I don't know that we'll ever end up getting some of those old school characters. It kind of sucks, but I kind of hope that if they do want to do like filler banners and stuff like that, they'll just go back and release some of the old school stuff. Because like a new Hauser would be cool. New named Hauser would be kind of neat. New Gil Thunder would be cool. The new just new Holy Knights in general would be kind of nice. I don't know, there's a lot of like cool characters throughout the show that really don't get like very good representation nowadays. But I don't know, we'll have to see how things pan out. Can't do Melascula or Derriere because they all have 3 versions. That is true, but a new Monspeed is on the table. Want to see the real Gother. A lot of people want the real Gother. I actually don't have much interest in that character. A lot of people are like really looking forward to hopefully getting a wheelchair Gother. I just don't really care about him, I guess. Like, I just don't really... He's in the story for, like, 2 seconds whenever they do the, like, Back to the Past thing. And, I mean, like, I don't know. He's alright, I guess, but not that interesting to me personally. Would you eat a pie or a cake? I think, actually, I like pie more. Pie crust is, like, top tier. I love pie crust. Cake is good. I mean, depending on like what flavor it is and everything, but cake is kind of like all the same, whereas pie has like a filling and a crust, which I guess like technically a cake has like a flavor of cake and then different kinds of icing or whatever. So it's kind of sort of the same concept, but I think I just like pie. Pie is nice, and because Thanksgiving is coming up soon, looking forward to like pecan pies, and like pumpkin pies are really nice. Yeah, pie. More of a pie man myself. Did get a new Holy Relic or Holy Knight a while ago, and look what happened to him, Rip Griamore. Yeah, probably the saddest story of all time. Currently at 570 in the banner, but I still don't have Ainz nor Shaltir, except if I get another Cocytus dupe, then this will be a win-win. Yeah, that would be nice, honestly. If you can trade a copy or something, that'd be awesome. You know who you're gonna pick, Carlo? You like to pie? I like to pie. Pieing is a good time. Not in that sense, I just realized. Not it. Don't set me up, Iku. Want to see Monspeet and Derriere from the or from when they transform after crushing all of the hearts. Yeah. That's the Endura transformation that he was talking about. It is really interesting. Could be cool as a unit. I believe is what this game is roughly translated to. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Japanese translates in English to like the battle between light and dark or something. So it's not necessarily like it doesn't really even sound like Grand Cross, but I don't know. They do that a lot with like animes and stuff like that as well, where the literal translation isn't really what we end up getting as the translated title for the like English stuff. So, hey yo, no. Don't ayo me. It's just that we never saw his real power. Are you talking about Monspeet? Might get Shaltir. Ainz is going to be optional when it comes to Kokai, or if I get a Kokai to Yeah, Shaltir is very, like, kind of like a fun unit. I think I technically like Ainz more. Shaltir is just so hit or miss for me that I have started to like Ainz and Albedo as, like, the two PvP characters the most. But Shaltir can be fun if you can come up with a cool team comp with her. Lunar broke the game. He has a literal Albedo character in his tavern just standing there. God. Yeah, every once in a while there's like a glitch where your like login character will just be standing over on the side for some reason. I have had that bug before, actually. It's kind of funny. Which there was also a bug that I remember way back in the day. Somebody posted it on Reddit where they had like glitched out of the map or something, and they were like in the Season 1 tavern, but they were like walking around on the roof so they could like look over the side and see Deanne like standing there and everything was like all like glitched out and stuff. It was very bizarre, but I guess stuff like that does squeak by every once in a while. I have to say, like, I mean, Albedo is kind of the exception to this, and she definitely had some like bugs, but for the most part, this game does a pretty good job of not having like any like really big bugs that are like game breaking or like super noticeable for the most part. And considering that they do updates every single week, they could definitely be more frequent or like a big problem. But then again, I feel like mobile games in general don't necessarily have too many bugs. So I don't know, maybe they just have good teams behind the games, but I have to commend them. They do a good job for the most part. Got to get the World Tree unlocked. Wish they would do more for the Archangels. Two more Graces are always nice. That's true. Even if they were to make like new versions of like Sariel or like Tarmiel again, which they already have two different versions already. Like, I mean, there's not too many Archangels to pick from, of course, so you have to kind of remake them over and over again. But Graces are so interesting. I think that's why they wanted to do Unities, is because Unities kind of work like Graces, but they're a little bit more specific. Oh, I went back to the main story, didn't I? Clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, well, let me do this really quick so I can grab that SSR ticket. I was wondering why we were playing as Hauser all of a sudden. Dang, now we're... Oh, Reverse Stage Season 2. Epic. God, Slater without his mask on is so bizarre to me. Don't show me that. Still, though, at the first time that I saw Shaltir, I really wanted to get her. Honestly, she's cool. She's a really fun character. Like I said, just kind of sucks whenever she doesn't work properly like you want her to. You gonna summon on the collab banner on your free-to-play? Nah, we're skipping the collab. Shaltir is being used for the Ludo Final Boss rerun on JP at the moment. Oh, really? That's interesting. They are rerunning Ludo, aren't they? I forgot about that, actually. Kinda cool. That'll be kind of bad, though, if she's, like, the big points unit this time around, because I know that there probably are people skipping, and they're probably going to want a unit that can get decent points without being exclusive like that. I think they just misjudged Ainz, and Shaltir was the real bottom of the three. Yeah, it seems like there was just a couple of people that didn't really like Ainz too much on the JP side of things, and then people just kind of like seen that they didn't really care for Ainz, and then kind of ran with that. And the whole community before he came to Global was like, all right, Ainz is the worst out of the three. But I honestly don't think he's that bad. I think he's actually got a pretty cool sort of setup. He's got a nice gimmick. I mean, insta-killing a character can be pretty insane. So I mean, there's no like big cleanses or anything like that in the meta, so the odds of them actually getting rid of it or anything with like if they can't kill Ainz, like you basically just lose a character, which is pretty nuts. Like that's overall really really strong. So don't know. Does Unity work when just used as a link though? Yeah, it does. I mean, like it's more like specific characters though. Like Roxy's link or Roxy's Unity only works on humans. Tier's Unity only works on unknown or Ragnarok characters, so they're way more specific, of course, but they're at least like still like an extra kind of like passive that you can throw on a character just through the sub slot, which is kind of nice. Or not sub slot, but the association. Got another Margaret and another Ludo. Doesn't have all three colors either. I mean, that's true. That's true. But they would have the same grace. If they're the same named character, they still end up having the same grace. At least that's how it's shown so far with, like, we have two different Margarets. They both have the same grace. We have two different Ludociels, regular Ludociels. They have the same grace. But we have two different Tarmiels. They have two different graces. We have two different Sariels. They have two different graces. Because they have, like, brand new models and brand new names and everything. Roxy makes humans tank. Yeah, Roxy's is pretty interesting. After watching Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, I can only hear Trice, or however his name was spelt, when I see Ayo. Oh, really? I don't know anything about that. 7DS must collab 7 Nights. I don't know much about 7 Nights, actually. It's isn't that another like Netmarble game? Because I think one of the guys who does the grand sheet for Grand Cross, the like the big spreadsheet that has a lot of info in it, I'm pretty sure he is like he makes content on 7 Nights on his channel, which is kind of cool. Need 3 of all to be 12 graces. That'd be kind of interesting. Which I feel like they're like the graces could be so useful sometimes. I'm really glad that Margaret's grace is probably the least useful out of the whole lineup. Just because like it's not bad by any means, but I just cannot seem to pull extra copies of Margaret for whatever reason. So I don't get good use out of that grace. Because her as a link, she gives like much lower stats, I guess. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. How does Ainz's passive work? So every time you use AoEs with your characters, or just like attacks in general, you put a stack on, kind of like Estarosa's passive. And then once once the enemy has 4 stacks on, which they do put the stacks on before the attack goes off. But once you have 4 stacks on the enemy and you use an Ainz single target card, it puts a red debuff on that kills them at the end of their turn. So basically you can put 3 stacks on. When it turns your turn again, you can hit them with an Ainz single target because it puts on the 4th stack and then it hits them with it. And then it puts on a red debuff. And then at the end of their turn, if they either don't kill Ainz or don't cleanse off the debuff, they just die. So it's pretty crazy. Can be very, very strong. Using her with new Levi and Aaron. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. I feel like I don't get a whole lot of use out of her grace. There probably are situations where I could use it. The only time I ever see people use it is for, I think it's Kelak, the guild boss. People will use it on that one because there's like a strat where you just give him a ton of debuffs. He uses Solidify, so they all become regular buffs, and then you just big burst damage on him. Man, he is going in and he is going out. He did it. I guess the pathway tracing or path tracking or whatever was just messed up on that. That's alright, interesting. Stranger Things Season 5 almost here. That means the Stranger Things rerun's going. I think they're just now getting around to filming it, though, because the writer's strike just ended or whatever. So I don't even think it's filmed yet. So they've got to film the whole thing, and then they've got to do all the like editing and stuff to it as well. So it's probably still going to be like a year or more away, if I had to guess. Not going to be that close if I had to say. Guy's emoting in PvP when he has bad internet. That's funny. That'll happen. In the story, we had 2 different Sariels and Tarmiels to the ones we got Not only different effects on the attacks, but also different colors and just listed with unknown graces. Oh, yeah. Like the story ones having different different versions. Yeah, I could see that maybe. Also called Roxy's Unity of Grace. I mean, it's just so like when you think of throwing on a character for a passive like that, like I mean, Graces were out first, so yeah, I think Grace just kind of comes to mind for it. Chun-Li and Grand Cross win. Now that would be a banner people would spend some money on. Like Overlord's pretty cool and all, but Chun-Li in Grand Cross, we could never. It would be very odd, too, if they ended up doing that, just because we already have KOF, which is a different fighting game. So if they collab with two separate fighting games, I think that could be very odd, but who knows. A little late today. All good. What's up, Thunder? I don't know. Some sort of weird pathing glitch where Melly couldn't get out of the tavern, I guess. Very odd. Who's Chun-Li from Street Fighter? She's like the most popular Street Fighter character. Just an Asian lady that everybody's in love with. Me too. I'm in love with Chun-Li. Confirmed. Damn, what happened to Melly? Melly got drunk. Stranger Things won't get rerun. They pulled all the rights when they made their own game, or so I heard. So it's funny that actually did happen. They pulled the rights from a lot of other games that they were in, like Dead by Daylight lost their Stranger Things collab, but they recently brought Dead by Daylight Stranger Things collab back. So I guess it's technically not off the table anymore. That was like a really big thing that was making me think that they weren't going to end up doing a rerun for it. But because Dead by Daylight recently got their Stranger Things stuff back in, I guess they're just more willing to share the license again. I don't know exactly how that works. Street Fighter X KOF and Grand Cross. True. Any collab prediction over Overlord KOF Part 3? I don't know. There's way too many options to even think about, to be honest. Konosuba could be cool, in my opinion, but I don't know. It could be anything. Found a hacker in Chaos? Really? What did he do? No More Grand Cross is a combat/fighting RPG game after all. I mean, I guess so, but most of the time fighting games are like hand-to-hand combat and stuff, whereas like I feel like this is more of like a fantasy RPG where it's like more weaponry and stuff like that, not necessarily worrying about, I don't know, hand-to-hand combat, I guess. Which, I mean, there are like characters, I guess, that do hand-to-hand combat, but it's just kind of like a little odd, I guess, to me. Level 3. Let me see it. Let me see it. That was not as good as I was expecting. That's the Street Fighter girl, yeah. I mean, Ryu and Ken and her would be a neat banner. I don't know who the free unit would be, though. Yeah, I don't know too many characters from the franchise, but I definitely know those three. I think Jury is also another one. Jury, however you say her name. And then I think Cammy is also a big character that's pretty popular. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who they would choose as, like, the main four. Still gotta own her, then it's approved that you like her. I mean, I do like Chun-Li. She just won't come back to the Fortnite shop. Cammy, the free one? God. They, people would download the game for that, I'm sure. Capcom and SNK got a crossover game, back with CVS2, which is Street Fighter versus KOF. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. Which, I mean, I don't know. Just because a game does a collaboration doesn't mean that they're necessarily... I mean, I don't know. It's maybe an option, but it'd still be kind of weird to me. Just too many fighting games would be a little bit odd. Said Konosuba a lot. HP Darkness Strength Megumi. Or however you say her name. I think her name is Megumin. Like with an N at the end. I-N. Speed Aqua and whatever the main guy. Kazuma. Yeah, I don't know what Kazuma would be. Maybe Red Kazuma. He's cool. I need to watch the spin-off show for that. The Explosion on This Wonderful World or whatever it's called. With Megumin's backstory. I've heard it's not as like funny as the main Konosuba show is, but still be kind of cool. Gotta have Dawlism. I don't know who Dawson? I don't know who that is, actually. Cammy training incident. I don't even know what that is. I do not want to know. Ryukin and Terry because of Smash. That's as far as I know. Yeah, I know. I think it's so funny. Anytime I see Terry in this game, I always think Terry from Smash, because that's just the meme. Whoever knows what I'm referring to, GG, God. Iku, you probably looking up some weird stuff, man. Is a Street Fighter character? Okay. Hey, I kind of figure. Just don't know. I don't. That name doesn't even sound familiar to me, so I wouldn't even be able to put a name to the face. There's a bit. I figured we would blow through this a little bit faster. There seems to be more Ragnarok story that I remember. Is it Mika also a Street Fighter character? I don't know that one either. Ryukin, Terry, and Kazuya. 3 FGs that collab in Smash. Oh yeah, Tekken. Tekken is cool too. Which I don't think I've really ever played too much Tekken. I'm not really a Street Fighter fan. I never played KOF back in the day or anything like that. I always played Soul Calibur whenever I was playing fighting games. I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat too, just because it was like the game for Sega. Yeah, I mainly liked Soul Calibur whenever I played a fighting game. Manon in Street Fighter 6 looks fire. Don't know him either. Tekken Bloodline anime is really good. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know they had an anime. It's kind of cool. Make it happen, that Marvel. We shall see. What if we got a Soul Calibur collab? Gotta have our Ivy. Dude, Ivy is so over the top. It's kind of funny. Ivy is the woman from Soul Calibur. Like, that's definitely the one that I would think of if I thought Soul Calibur woman. Athena is also kind of cool in Soul Calibur. I think she's in like the newer ones. I think Soul Calibur 6 has Athena. She's kind of cool. I liked her. Nightmare was always the character I loved the most because he's just like super edgy, big sword man, of course. But Nightmare's a cool character for sure. Soul Calibur was goated back in the day. Yeah, I had. I think it was. I want to say the first one that I ever played. It was either Soul Calibur 2 or 3, but it was on the GameCube. I don't think I ever played the first one, but whichever one came out on the GameCube was the one that I originally had, and it was really cool. Really liked that game. I have Soul Calibur 6 as well, but I don't have like any of the DLCs for it. I've played it a little bit on Steam. I know that like pretty much every fighting game nowadays you can just like make your own character and stuff, but yeah. Man, I keep swapping over to the main story by accident. Hey, chapter 12's done. Nice. Soul Calibur win? I don't know. The rates for a Soul Calibur collab is really high because KOF's just collabed with Soul Calibur last December. Oh, really? That's kind of cool, actually. See, because KOF is a fighting game, though, I guess it's like, it makes a lot of sense for them to collab with other like fighting game IPs, though. Whereas with 7DS, not so much. Like Tiara? Or however her name was spelled, with the evil ring blade lady, the split personality. She debuted in 3. That actually doesn't sound too familiar. I don't remember her, actually. GameCube was 2, and it had Link. Oh, yeah. That's something that Soul Calibur's always done kind of cool. Like, I think whenever Soul Calibur 4 or 5 came out, on the Xbox they had, I think it was Yoda, and then on the PlayStation version they had Darth Vader, which was really cool. And then I think on the newest one they have The Witcher as one of the characters, which is kind of cool. They have Geralt. I don't know. They do some really cool like crossovers and stuff with the Soul Calibur games. Wasn't Negan in Soul Calibur 6? That sounds familiar, actually, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he was in Mortal Kombat? I'm not 100%. I don't know, actually. Mortal Kombat has an underrated storyline. My little brother's actually super into Mortal Kombat. I don't know too much about the Mortal Kombat story or anything, which I know that the newest one is supposed to be like some sort of like reimagining, like they're starting the whole story back over with or something like that. Like they're making like a whole new thing. But yeah, I don't know too much about the actual storyline itself. 2B was a DLC in Soul Calibur 6. That's cool. Kind of miss the lo-fi music you always used to play off streams. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just easier to like clip things from streams and stuff if I want to, and not have like background music and stuff in it. Which I don't really do clips and stuff like that too much. But I don't know. If you want to listen to music, by all means, just pull up some music, man. You ain't got to rely on me. Plus, it's just more mixing and stuff that I have to worry about. 7DS and Genshin, God. I don't think that the Grand Cross devs are even on the radar for the Genshin devs, to be honest. Like, Genshin is just so much more popular. It's insane. 4 had Yoda, and the Apprentice on Xbox 360. 5 had Ezio from Assassin's Creed. 6 has Geralt from The Witcher. That's cool. I didn't even know they had Ezio. That's actually a pretty interesting one. Pretty neat. Negan's in Tekken 7. Oh, okay, okay. I knew somebody had Negan. That's actually kind of funny. Geralt sign. Geralt has signs. Oh yeah. It's really cool actually. I think I played as the Geralt character a little bit whenever I was messing around with 6. He's actually kind of cool. Using Blue Easton in PvP nowadays? God. Hated Genshin, but I see it everywhere. It's super, super popular. Like that, and I mean, just like the fact that Star Rail is made by the same people as Genshin, like inherently makes that one super popular as well. I don't know. Netmarble really like just blew up in popularity. Like they have taken the gacha community by storm. KOF Rerun Part 3 next year, trust. We haven't had any Part 3s for collabs yet, so if they end up doing a KOF Part 3, I guess we'll know that it's a possibility for other Part 3s to happen. All I know about Genshin is the emergency food Paimon meme. Yeah, I definitely heard enough about that. Just hope that the 7DS community will not get disappointed if another KOF collab comes, because if that is a fan favorite right now. Yeah, I think the KOF stuff is kind of cool. Some of the characters and stuff that they have in it are neat, so I don't really mind it. It doesn't really bother me at all. Then again, I'm not super picky when it comes to collabs. Like, even if I don't know what the collab is, I'll just kind of take whatever. Collabs in general are just kind of interesting to me. Boom! 79. Nice. Even players loved Kyo in the game, so the possibility of a Part 3 is high. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Which I guess they just have to pick 2 new characters from the roster, realistically, which wouldn't be too hard. Want KOF because I need Kyo. Never got him from the rerun because I was new and unlucky. Yeah, the rerun banners, like, sometimes getting some of the, like, old units from, like, previous collabs on the rerun banners can be so bad. Like, people really wanted Kyo whenever Part 2 came out, and just the rates for the older KOF units were just abysmal. Like, just terrible. So, that is also a bad thing about the reruns, but who knows? With a Part 3, I guess that'll be 2 more units that you could potentially pull collab coins for. Wasn't around for Stranger Things and KOF and Jobless. I skipped. That's fair enough. I think the big thing with collabs is because they're so exclusive, people want to summon so that way they can at least use them in the future or for like whenever they have a niche use, so that way they don't miss out. But yeah, collabs could be kind of scary. Worded that badly. I wasn't here for KOF and wasn't here for Stranger Things, but I skipped Jobless. Okay, that makes more sense. I have to say, like, I mean, even though I'm not, like, a huge fan of, like, Rudy and Eris, Ghislaine is really, really nice. Like, I really do like the Ghislaine unit. And, who is the other one? Who is the other character from Jobless? Can't even look because I'm on the free-to-play account. Who am I thinking of? Rudy, Eris, Ghislaine, Roxy. Okay, yeah, Roxy. Roxy's actually kind of fun. I like Roxy on PvP. Roxy has more value to me in PvP than Rudius does. So, I think Rudius is probably like the third best to me, and then Eris is obviously just pretty mediocre overall. 6-6 Roxy of Madness instead of pulled on Jobless. Kind of wish I hadn't got Ghislaine, or I had gotten Ghislaine. That tier 1 stance cancel removal is crazy. Dude, yeah. There's like very, very few characters that have a level 1 stance removal card. That is by far the best thing about the character. Like, even though she has like the really cool like targeting passive and everything, like all that's fine and dandy. But when it comes down to it, this level 1 stance cancel is like super, super useful. Don't like playing against Roxy. Yeah, Roxy can be a little bit scary sometimes, because if you don't use like an AoE that breaks the shield on everybody, then it can definitely bite you. Funny how we had 2 Roxys back to back. Yeah, I know, that is kind of weird. Collab Roxy and then Roxy of Madness. That was a weird point. Luckily, though, I got Ghislaine and or when I got 3 dupes, so not bad at all. Yeah, that's honestly really good. Isn't it only Ghislaine and Jenna on tier 1 stance cancel? I think so. I don't. Yeah, I don't think there's another character. I know Gerard has an AoE stance cancel, which is very unique. I think she's the only character that has an AoE stance cancel. Could be wrong on that as well. I'm not 100% positive, but yeah, there's a couple of like stance cancels out there, but most of them are level 2s. Still wished I was there for or was the same for Kyo though. Yeah, that would be kind of nice, to be honest. LR collabs. I don't think LR collabs are happening. I talked about that earlier. LR collabs are probably never happening. Light or dark collabs are probably never happening. Just doesn't really seem like that's what they want to do. How to farm Holy collab or Holy Relic materials free to play player here. I mean, dog, deer, bird, all of those, you can just farm the materials by beating floor 3. But, I mean, obviously you got to have a good enough team to beat all 3 floors, I guess. Just playing them. That's pretty much all you got. Aaron cooking people in chaos. I think hopefully Aaron will find a decent place in the meta. If we end up getting like an LR giant next or something, that could be really nice. Maybe he'll be more relevant then, or I don't know. Like there's a lot more buffs in the meta at the moment, which is really, really good. But there's still a matter of like lots of light and dark characters as well. People using Rhine. I have seen people using Reinhard, which is kind of funny. Meant the transforming one? Oh, gotcha. Save my 2 Mai and Iori dupes for 2 years and I want to spend them? Dang, you still got... You got an Iori dupe? That's crazy. Iori is so bad. It's really funny how bad that character is. Terry was like on another level when he came out, and then Iori was just so bad. Felt like Mushoku Tensei characters were good. I just thought the events were terrible. Ruined a good collab, although I am biased. That's fair enough. Sometimes the events kind of make the festival. I think that is completely fair. If you didn't like the events and everything, the festival or the collab itself might not be that great for you. Once I get that 3rd and final dupe, then I can welcome home Kyo into my account. Well, I hope if they do come back, then best of luck. I feel like it would be... I don't know. I don't think I've ever saved a collab dupe. But then again, I don't ever go for like 6-6 or anything, so I don't have extra collab dupes like ever laying around or anything. But I normally just feed mine. The holding on to a KOF collab dupe that long is just crazy to me. Wasn't Athena's passive added to a Holy Relic? I don't know, since I wasn't around for KOF. Yeah, so her passive is the one where if you kill an enemy, they lose ultimate move gauge, kind of like how Easton works, but Gerard got it as a Holy Relic for fairies, which is kind of interesting. Or, I mean, necessarily, she doesn't necessarily have to be for fairies, but she got it as a holy relic, so you could use it in the backline or whatever, but very odd. Which, I mean, I think that's one of the things that kind of confirms to me that they want to have, like, regular characters in the game that sort of replace some of the, no, or not necessarily replace, but are, like, good alternatives to the, collab characters, so that way they're not like super, like, even though they're exclusive, you can kind of have a unit that'll do something similar, but who knows. Late news apparently, but JJK getting a Grand Cross type game. I think I seen the JJK game on Twitter. It did not look too good to me. Like, the art style and everything that it got looked really bad. I really like the 3D art styles and everything on gacha games. It looked like a weird, like, 2D side-scroller game. I don't know. It just did not look like it was my kind of game. Like, I know a lot of people are probably going to play it just because it's JJK, of course, but I did not like the way that it looked. It looked really bad to me. Like how Jenna's passive is Brunhild's Relic? Yeah. Even got 2 Kizuna dupes and 2 Rom dupes saved up. Dang, that's crazy. Kizuna's so much fun to me. I don't know that I would necessarily like say that it's worth feeding the dupes for her, but I do like Kizuna as a unit a lot. Collab dupes are like treasure chests that are rare. True. Was hoping it would be more like Grand Cross. Yeah, I think like, I don't know. I don't like the gacha part of games enough to where I would be like, okay, like I want to play that game. I think when it comes down to it, if it's not like fitting the niche that I'm looking for, like with Grand Cross being like 3D art style, card-based combat and stuff like that, I'm not very interested in most gacha games. For some random reason, I thought collab coins worked universally. I was quite disappointed when I learned that it wasn't like that. Yeah, that would be actually really nice, but I guess if they did it like that, you could just summon really hard on one collab and then just skip the next collab by buying characters with dupes, which could be kind of cool, but yeah, it doesn't quite work like that. Each collab has their own coins. But it is 12 o'clock. It is Thursday also, so that means that this is the last stream of the week. I will be back on Monday probably for the update stream where we'll summon for Hawk and Oslo on the main account. And we'll probably do a little bit of PvP and stuff with him, which I don't expect that to go too well. But, hey, it is what it is. He's a step-up banner, so it should be fine. Won't be a lot of, like, diamonds invested or anything. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the free-to-play account this week. Hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday with more free-to-play stuff. But we'll have the regular account stuff on Monday, probably. So we'll see what these 2 tickets got, and then I am going to call it a night. Just waiting for more devs to come back. We'll see. Oh, the best unit in the game. 30 GP, we win. Have a good night. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night. Oh, Blue Matrona. I already have Blue Matrona. Oh, that's right. I think I pulled her on... I pulled her on some banner. I can't remember. Ooh, we got one of these too. We'll just go ahead and ticket summon. Thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a great night as well. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be lucky. More like good morning to me. True. It is probably very early for you. What is it? 6 a.m.? That's wild. I don't even know why you're still up. That's crazy. You Fortnite fiend. So sad Blue Matrona says no in PvP. Yeah, I know. They literally gave her a relic that adds PvP capabilities, and then why not just use any other Matrona at that point? Grinded Fortnite and Grand Cross. God. All-nighter on the Fortnite. Afternoon for me, 102. There you go. Alright. That's it. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thanks for chatting with me and everything. If you're new to the channel or anything, subscribe. I will see you guys with videos and stuff over the weekend, and then I will see you guys with a stream on Monday. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.